This is Bob Maloney from MyMMAnews.com, and I am joined by El Senor Perfecto, Bill Algeo. Bill has his third UFC fight coming up, UFC Fight Night coming up this Saturday. Bill, man, before we get into the fight talk, man, how's the family? How you doing? What's going on with my buddy Peanut?
She's good, man. Just chilling. Just a nice little lazy Sunday for her. Family's good. We're just getting ready to whoop some ass.
Awesome. Now, listen, when you first came into the sport, you know, we've known each other for a long time, and you were pretty much a grappler and a wrestler. And now when I see Bill Algeo go into the cage, it's like Bill he wants to stand and strike the entire time. So I think one of the most underrated and underappreciated coaches and strategic guys in the sport is Erik Karner. So tell me, what was it between you and Kru that clicked? Because you guys, he's like your main mentor now. And obviously, like I said, when you go in there, knees, elbows, kicks, punches. I mean, you like to throw everything. It's obvious that he's had a big influence on your career. What was it between you two that clicked and brought you two guys together?
Basically, my first ever fight. I met Kru that night. He showed up and wrapped my hands pretty terribly, but he gave good advice. And I knew, like, everyone just called him Kru. I didn't even know what that meant at the time. I didn't even know his name. Everyone just called him Kru. I still, to this day, rarely call him Eric. But, yeah, it's just since that fight, I've already, had the jiu-jitsu experience, had the wrestling experience, so I just wanted to learn how to strike, and this guy had a wealth of knowledge, and I was eager to soak up as much knowledge as possible, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I had that resource.
Yeah, you know what? As we progress in life, you see more and more of his, of his guys. Lisa Lynn opens her school. Joe Stripling, you open your school. So I really am. I'm a big fan of him, and obviously, like I said, when you strategize that, Bill? Like I said, you go into the ring, to the cage. That's your goal. You would rather stand up. I know that you're comfortable if it goes to the ground because you're a black belt. I mean, you've been practicing jiu-jitsu for a long time. But when you're talking about a game plan, is that usually how you like to attack it? You would rather stand and try to end the fight standing, or do you think you really should mix it up more?
My wrestling's good. My jiu-jitsu's good. However, like when you compare it to a Khabib or any of these Dagestanis coming through, I'm below average, So where does the fight start every single time, every single round? Start standing. Starts in that first range. So get extremely good at that first layer, and then you don't have to deal with those other layers. You have that as backup, and I can, tap into that resource if I need to, or if I get hurt or something like that. But I'd much rather get good at the thing I'm going to be doing, 90% of the time anyway, which is striking. Right. So that's what it's all about for me these days. I love jiu-jitsu. I love wrestling. But again, jiu-jitsu is more of a passive martial art. You're on your butt. For the most part, when you're learning jiu-jitsu, you're on your back. You're going for submissions, and they just won't work on some guys at a high level. And if they don't work, you're on your butt. You're on your back. It's not where you want to be. So it's very high risk for little reward.